Ladies and gentlemen, I am back with another string texture plugin from Emergence Audio. Last time it was quantum, it was viola textures. This time it's double bass textures, and that's something I'm really excited for. So we're going to stop yapping, we're going to jump into this plugin, see what it has to offer, and get you in and out of here lickety split so you can go and buy this plugin for yourself. Okay, if you guys didn't see my video on quantum or viola textures from Emergence Audio, I recommend going and checking those out. Quantum, especially because that kind of goes through more in depth the engine and the layout of these Emergence Audio plugins. And viola textures is just really insanely cool and really good. Probably my favorite string texture instrument from Emergence Audio. But today we have something a little bit different. Double bass textures, because we gotta have that low end. And yeah, that's pretty much the basis of it. So we're just gonna jump right in and get some sounds here. Where am I at on the keyboard? Let's go down here. This is the default setting when you load up the plugin. Oh yeah, get that low end. And that's the default sound. Yes! And I like the way Emergence Audio captures their strings because it has that grit. It's not necessarily, I mean, it's smooth, but it's not like a silky sound. Like it's got that like grindy, scrapey grit to it. I love that sound in strings. So I'm already really pleased with just the default sound. As you can tell, there's a lot of different sections here, and I'm going to play a handful of different presets from all of these because there are a lot to go through. But as you can see, there are a lot of presets that you can choose from in different categories to fit whatever your need is. We'll start off at the top with bends, which is something different I haven't seen in the other Emergence Audio plugins I've covered yet. So this should be interesting. Ooh, that could be cool for some really bad moments in a short film. Yeah, kind of horror, thriller. What about the lowest? That's nice. Yeah, nice. I like bends. Bends are cool. Nice little like production effect that you can add. Oh, that's cool. A little more of a staccato hit at the beginning, more attack. Okay, yeah, no, that's cool. Like I said, this is not something I've seen in quantum or viola textures, so. Ooh. Nice. It's got the scrapey, so that's cool. Having bends is a nice special effect you can have. Let's move down to correlated, and we'll play detached. And interesting. We gotta stay low. So detached must be because the two samples are like not playing the same rhythm. They're not in unison. So that's interesting. Flautando muted is always one of my favorites in terms of articulation. So Very nice. Obviously, this isn't going to have any like soaring type of sounds necessarily because this is a double bass. This is not a viola. It's a double bass. So it's meant to fill that low end of the string section. There's a bit of an octave thing going on. See, this would be really nice to pair with like something like the viola textures. So you have the kind of contrasting super low end, and then you have that nice like upper mid rangy viola sound. And that just plays into an entire orchestral sound really, really well. So let's do soltasto as the last correlated here, because I kind of want to move on to where I think this will really shine. Excuse me. I'm allergic to awesomeness, I guess. So there's a lot of ways you can go, but where I really think is this going to shine is probably in some of these next three preset sections with experiments, drones, and pads. So let's go to experiments and let's play aberrations and see what cool sounds we can get with that. Very interesting. Not at all what I thought it was going to be, but that's cool. Let's go to... Ooh, black hole. Bring me the black hole. Whoa. That's wild. Okay. Yeah, that's different. Let's do distant raindrops. What would that be with a double bass? Okay. Woo. Definitely cool. I do like that they not only have kind of the traditional sound with these string texture plugins, but they also have like the experimental section that gives you some weird sounds like this, because it's nice to have. It allows you to do some crazy hybrid writing and all that, and it's yeah, it's just nice to have. Let's do gloomy wailful. What is that? Whoa. That's cool. Huh. Yeah, that's pretty cool as like a background haunting thing. I could definitely use that in some like horror-esque stuff. Now let's do... Okay, we're getting lost again. Let's do one more. We'll do strange TV, yeah. We'll do strange TV. Yeah, so again, just some crazy experiment stuff. Just know that you have it. It treads on some weird territories, and you never know, you might find something that you really like. But now, this is where I'm expecting this to really shine, with the drones and the pads. So let's just pull the first one up against gravity. What do we got? That's pretty wicked. Okay. Let's do Ancient Biome 2. What do we got? What do we got? Give me some big enveloping, like... Okay, we're on the right track now. Let's do Deep Infinite Drone. Let's do it. Come on, baby. Give me something good. Give me something good. I mean, they've been good, but like, there we go. This is more droney for what I was looking for. Yes, this is more of what I was looking for. This is a proper drone. Or at least the kind I like to use. Play up a little higher. Yeah. That's more along the lines of what I was looking for. Now let's do Subtle Drama. Subtle Drama. Do. Yeah. A nice low-end addition for those nice drones. All right, we'll do one more. The Talking Wind. I really like drones. They're really nice. I like the harmonic overtones in this one. Yes, okay. So again, this would be good to add underneath things. The pads are going to be exactly the same. They're going to be something really nice to have underneath other kinds of orchestration. But okay. Nice pad. Let's pull up Feeding Back Clouds. That sounds interesting. Oh, I like that. That's a nice texture. Yeah, okay. I mean, I wasn't expecting too much, like, crazy harmonic-wise with something like this. Let's do Lighthouse, too. Because it is a double bass, after all. It's not, you know, it's meant to be the low-end sub-frequency of an orchestra. I like Lighthouse. That's cool. Let's do one more. Running to the Woods. Running to the woods. So a little bit of rhythmic texture in there. Yeah, so again, these are just like atmosphere adding things. So pulses are going to be pretty much the same. They're just going to add more rhythmic value, kind of like those last pads had some rhythmic stuff going on. That's cool. Definitely not like super stringy. More synthy in a way. Bottom of the sky. Gotta get that C0. Yeah, so that's cool. I like that one actually. I'll add that to a favorite. One blah blah blah. One more. Vessel. Ooh. All right. Adding that to a favorite. That's pretty wicked. And then we'll get to swells. Which, I believe, if I remember right, you kind of have to play each swell yourself. It is a repeat. Yeah, I'm still holding it, so it's just a one-time swell. It's just a nice little articulation. It saves you the time of doing that with automation, because you can definitely do that. Just play like a regular traditional note and have the volume swell, but then you got to automate that, and this just kind of saves you some time. One more. Ooh, a harmonic on that was cool. I do like a... So yeah, swells can be really cool. It's a really good articulation to have for different situations. It could be like a really low orchestrated moment that's like suspenseful, or it could be a good way to show modal change if you've got a bunch of pads going and you're changing chords and stuff. This can be a really good way to kind of accent that chord change or something. So it's really good to have. But yeah, this is double bass textures. Really cool. I'm glad I got to check it out. It definitely fills a certain space. And again, it's not super melodic by any means, because it is, again, a double bass. It's not a viola. It's not like a cello. It's not a violin or anything like that. It's the low sub end of an orchestra. And this definitely fills that. So you combine this with other texture plugins from them, like viola or cello, and it'll, you know, create like an orchestral sound space. This fills the low end. You can get the cello for the next up, and then the viola, and then violins, and then have your whole space filled out. And that's really nice to have. It just fills that lower frequency and gives you another tool to use to kind of fill out your sound and make it just that much more rich and full. So yeah, that's double bass textures. Really glad I got to check it out. Emergence Audio did send me this as a free copy. However, that does not change my opinion of it whatsoever. I always say, you know, if I get sent something and I don't like it, most of the time you're not even going to see a video on it. So you can kind of already guess, if you see a video on something, that I'm going to like it, and that it's got my seal of approval. So yeah, this is really sweet. Definitely check it out. I'll leave links for it down in the description, and to some of their other plugins that I really like. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Check out some of the other videos on your screen, and don't forget to subscribe, you weirdos. And I will see you in the next video. Stay metal, my friends.